Welcome back. It's hard to imagine putting on your wet gear and breaking out the kayak in December, but it's also hard not to get excited knowing that the Chattahoochee River is one step closer to becoming the nation's longest urban whitewater rafting course. Those who are making the course a reality got a sneak peek of an enormous working model that demonstrates what the rapids will look like when the dams are breached.
When I first saw the model this morning, my first reaction is this thing is huge. And this is a major science project on a scale like none other. But once they started flowing water through the thing and we started seeing the waves and they put a little kayak in it, it really kind of was a good visualization of perhaps what we're going to be getting.
Coming up here today and seeing hydraulic model just blows you away. To actually be able to stand up over what a simulation of the river looks like and to be able to realize what we'll be seeing in 2 years is unbelievable.
The model was built by an engineering firm in Massachusetts called Alden Labs and is considered the last major phase before construction begins next spring. When we lose a loved one, there are many stages to the grieving process: denial, isolation, anger, depression, and acceptance. While the loss may seem unbearable, grief can actually be a healing process. Staff Sergeant Wendy Hall reports on how one organization is helping military families work through and even enjoy some good grief.
Specialist Harry Buck Winkler III would have celebrated his 36th birthday this year, but his life was cut short 4 years ago in Samarra, Iraq, after his vehicle was hit by an improvised explosive device. Winkler's family has spent the last 4 years mourning the loss of their soldier, but they haven't had to do it alone.
I wear Buck's picture every single day for 4 years I've done this. I encourage people, talk. The only way you're going to keep your loved one alive is to share their life. What better way is to share it with people that really want to hear about that? We encourage the families and the parents to post pictures so that we know who your loved one was. You know, we can get to know them as well as you did, you know, and it helps because then you remember that funny little thing that they did. You get to share those fun times, and so that keeps that memory alive as long as you're alive. They may have been gone from earth, but they're not ever gone from your heart.
On September 20th of 2009, Kelly Cole lost her son, Specialist Corey Cole, when he died in a vehicle rollover incident in Afghanistan.
TAPS has been a godsend for not only me, but all those that have contacted TAPS to be able to speak with other family members that have lost a loved one, that know what you're going through, that know how much you want to talk about your loved one. And it's okay to cry in front of them, and they know that, you know, they're not just tears of sadness, but they're tears of pride, they're tears of joy, they're tears of celebrating that person's life. And as you get to know these people, there's the common thread that you've all lost someone that was very dear to your heart, someone that chose to go and serve their country, someone that died so that we can all be free. And we're all proud of that person. We couldn't be more proud of that person.
Bringing families like these together and helping them to grieve in a good way is one of the goals of the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, or TAPS.
We're providing education, information, and support, and just a gathering, because grief is so isolating that many people don't know what to say to us. So we're a family coming together and say, we are so happy to know you and so very sad that we have to.
Sims, whose father and son both died while in service to their country, understands the grieving process, and she wants everyone to know that TAPS is open to anyone who's lost a service member, regardless of how they died.
Whether that was because of the war effort or because of homicide or suicide, cancer, car accident, any reason that somebody died, they wore the uniform of this country. They are our heroes, and we are here as families to support each other as we figure out how to go through that grief.
The TAPS program was founded in 1994 and has worked with more than 30,000 surviving family members, casualty assistance officers, and chaplains. Sergeant Wendy Hall, Fort Benning TV.